Hello students, today we are going to take the ancient universities of India of Unit 4 in 10th standard of social science. Generally, one of the university out of 4 university definitely will be asked. That is why it is necessary for all the students to keep the concentration on it. Here we can say one of the most important ancient university is the Nalanda. Actually, where is Nalanda situated? Nalanda is situated at Badgaon village of Patan district in Bihar state. And Nalanda gave more importance to the Buddhist and Jain tradition because during the time of the pilgrimage of Mahavir Swami, who performed 14 Chaturmas here. So you will have to keep in your mind, first of all, Nalanda University, where it is situated at Patan district, Badgaon village, Bihar state. And it was, you will find the tradition of the Buddhist and Jain here. Because of the Mahavir Swami performed 14th Chaturmas here. In the 5th century, Kumar Gupta had built a monastery here. Now who built the Nalanda University? You will have to keep in your mind Kumar Gupta. And the fame of the Nalanda had increased. There were thousands of priceless treasures and manuscripts, approximately more than 10 lakhs manuscripts which were priceless, treasure which were priceless, and all these were burnt by one of the most nostalgic person. That was Khilji. Here, this was the pious place of the Indian culture. Here you will find so many students from a part of the world, various part of the world, even from Japan, even from China, and from the very remote area who visited here, who used to come here for the study. The great traveler Yun Seng also came here, and today you will find here only ruins of this great university. But unfortunately, the ruins, one can visualize the glorious culture of India. A student who passed out from Nalanda was considered as the ideal student of India. Whatever the fame of the Oxford, whatever the fame of the Harvard University today, same. More than that, Nalanda had the fame. And during the 5th to 11th century, an education was the best at the Nalanda University. And many students of India abroad who were coming here for the research, and this was the only university during those days where the hostel facilities were also available. Taxila as well as Nalanda University, here from the library Yun Sang took 657 books from here to China. Yun Sang approximately visited here in the 7th century, and he had noticed there was a huge halls, there were huge halls, and more than 300 rooms for delivering lectures. And here more than 10,000 students who were studying here, and more than 2,000 teachers were available. So as far as the ratio is concerned, for one teacher approximately 5 students. So food, clothing facility, each and everything was possible here. And there was also a library area that has been considered as the Dharmagunj. And during the 5th century to 11th century BC, Nalanda was a reputed as well as an esteemed educational university. What a beautiful and glorious heritage we have, especially in the field of the education. But unfortunately, because of some fanatic people like Khilji who ruined and burnt most of the books which was precious, unfortunate things for all of us. But Nalanda, really, you will find the reflection of our glorious educational heritage. Thank you very much. Now, next most important university along with the Nalanda is Taxila University. Taxila University is also an ancient university which is located at Rawalpindi. Nowadays, Rawalpindi is situated in Pakistan and it was the capital city of the ancient Gandhar region. Gandhar region is mentioned in Mahabharata from Sakuni was there. And this university had educating 64 subjects. Most of the students stayed in the ashram to practice with Guru. Jivak, the disciple of Lord Buddha, learned the lesson of Ayurveda here. According to a belief, this university was named after the name of Taks, the son of Bharat, brother of Lord Ram, who was born in Raghukul. It was a renowned education center of 7th century. Students were free to study the subjects of their interest. So according to any subject, according to the interest of student, they can learn here. In spite of the limit of allotted 20 students per teacher, they used to teach even more. Students from the distant cities like Varanasi, Rajgruha, Mithila, Ujjain overcrowded the university, such type of the renowned everywhere. That is why from each and every part so many students came here to learn. So here we can see the princess of the Varanasi and Prasenjit, the king of Kausal, also studied here, and also great grammarian Pranini. We had already earlier mentioned grammarian Panini, who has written Ashtadhyayi. Ashtadhyayi. It is a book of grammar, Sanskrit grammar. An expert politician Kautilya. Kautilya means Chanakya, who also got an education from here. And Taxila was the best educational university during those days. Normally students used to stay with the Guru and they were practicing here. Here education of the Vedas, Gada Vidya, archery, grammar, philosophy, astronomy, astrology was given to each and everyone. Even the Chanakya, who was the mentor of the Chandragupta, studied here. Chinese scholar Fa Hian also visited here in the beginning of the 5th century. So Taxila is also an important one and you will have to keep in your mind. It is located at Rawalpindi. 64 subjects were important which were studied here, and here Ayurveda and so many other things like archery, Gada Vidya, philosophy, and for one teacher to 20 students was there, and it was the named after Taksa, who was the son of Bharat, the brother of Lord Rama. So you will have to memorize all these things, and here also great grammarian, Sanskrit grammarian Panini was. Now the third university is the Varanasi, which was very famous because it was also a pilgrimage place. of 7th century. Even today, Varanasi or Kasi has the precious place in the heart of each and every Hindu, and it was famous for the education because it grew as the religious center for the Aryan culture in Upanishad. King of Varanasi, Ajatasattu was a great philosopher of Upanishadic age and great supporter of the education. It is mentioned in Vyas Samhita. Vyas Samhita, which was written by Maharshi Ved Vyas, who has also written Mahabharata. Lord Buddha chose Varanasi as a suitable place for the propaganda or for the preaching of his education. Potent philosopher, Chinese Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, sorry, not Chinese, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the pioneer of Pushti Marg, who also attained the prestige for their Vaishnav sect here in the Kasi. So majority of the scholar families of the Punjab had to migrate to Kasi, while a few families migrated to Kashmir. And really, Varanasi is the most important educational place during those days, and monastery also gave the education during the time of the Emperor Ashok. Now thereafter the Vallabhi. The University of the Gujarat was very famous center of education in the 7th century. There was a significant contribution of the contemporary ruler of Vansh dynasty and its people to make Valbi a well-renowned and a huge center of education. Valbi was the center of the Hinayan cult of the Buddhist region, and in the middle of the 7th century, Buddhist scholars like Gumati also leading the principle of the Valbi. The students from the distant areas of the Ganga Yamuna used to come here, and here it seeing noted that Valbi completed with the famous education, and Valbi was the capital of an international port. It had the international port, and the ruler of the Valbi belonged to Maitrak dynasty, who had patronized education as well as university. It was notable that the royal people Maitrak dynasty were not Buddhist. However, they were helping the institution. In 775 AD, Arabians attacked, Maitraks were defeated, and the university was closed down. So many scholars, by showing their tradition, were going higher rights in Raj Sabha. Knowledge, worship, all were the important, were teaching, being taught by the so many scholars. And here we can say students from India as well as from the abroad were learning here. It was an international university, and almost all the branches of the knowledge were being taught here, and charity were also being given by the so many kings. So it was the world renowned university of the Indian education, Vidya for the knowledge of arts and science.